Hello, happy haulers. Hello, YouTube friends. Well, I had a fantastic weekend. I'm hoping I can get all of this done in one video, which I know I like to start talking and get on those tangents, and a whole lot of other things can happen. So anyway, my cousin Leanne, she had her 30th year wedding anniversary this weekend, so we went to Selma. So in Selma, there's no Michaels, no Hobby Lobbies, no Joanne's. We didn't have time for that anyway. We made it just in time for the celebration because there was an accident on 65 going south. So we had to take a detour on 31. So yeah, passing by Hobby Lobbies and stuff, and couldn't stop. Michaels, all of them. Joanne's, Tuesday morning, Galleria Mall, everything, and every place that I like to go. I had to bypass them because I had to make it to this anniversary party on time because that's my girl. She's my cousin. She's my girl. I've known her before I knew knowing anybody else. Myself, my parents, and I just don't remember them because I was so young, and it's the same with her. I don't remember her not being my sister except for the fact that she just didn't live in the house with me from 11 o'clock at night. She used to live at our house at that time, and we would get up as early as I don't know what time in the morning because we were just too young to even know how to tell time. So anyway, so I had to be there. She was in my wedding, I was in her wedding. You know how it goes. That's how it goes. So anyway, I had to make up for it. So I went to 2 Michaels today. If I wanted to torture my girls any more than I already did, I would have gone to a 3rd one, but I didn't, or a 4th one, but I didn't because I didn't want to torture them too much. So how I got them to go with me, because you know how I used to don't get them to go with me. But how I got them to go with me was, I had got some stuff in this here, and I just happened to see some little pellets from a glass in there. I need to pick them up so they don't hurt anybody like myself, because I'm the only one over here. But anyway, so, while I went to the party, they went to a sleepover. My oldest daughter, friend, had a sleepover, so I asked her mom, could my youngest daughter stay too? She did. She just let her stay. So anyway, let's get into this video. So, my birthday was Thursday, and I had a Sweet Frog. Supposed to have got a free cup. They didn't let me get it for free. They said I could use one or the other, so I used the one where they could get their cups. But anyway, so, before we went there, we went to Michael's. You know, they still had a Thanksgiving stuff. They had some Valentine's stuff. It's still 70% off. They're not trying to mark it down. So anyway, this was just $1.99. And I tell you, if it was going to be 50% off, it would have been $1. So with this being 75% off, I got another 25. So it was about 75 cents. You see what I'm doing? $1.99 to 99 or $1. And then, 75. So anyway, I got this because my husband works at the post office. Well, and I used to work at the post office too, so I always sending love through the postal service. Don't y'all talking about they got junk mail. Ain't no such thing as junk mail. It's money mail. Money mail. So anyway, then I got this. I've been looking at it, even put it online. I was going to place my order. Well, I was trying to see what they had. But anyway, it's a cookie cutter and stencil set. And I think these are so cute. I got some for Thanksgiving and all those kind of things where they had them at Hobby Lobby before. Never used any of them. But anyway, maybe one day I will. But you got one cookie cutter. And then basically what it is you got these stencils here. Just in case you didn't know. That's why I'm opening it up. You see how I work that? That's what I'm saying. That's my channel, because I'll say to people, well, in case you don't know, this is how you do this. In case you don't know. And I always say that because you never know what people know, but I don't want people to think that I don't think they know stuff. So I'll just say, in case you didn't, but if you know, you're good. But in case you don't know, here is how it's done. So, I want some pretty paper. I don't have not one piece of pretty paper around here. Alright, so we got this Mickey envelope. Might need something a little darker than that. I don't have anything. Maybe I need something lighter than that. But anyway, you see Be Kind. So, Be Kind. So you have the stencil, and you can use like your little powder, or maybe they use a pen, I don't know. But you can use like your powdered sugars or colored sugars and stuff, and put on stuff, and you can get the different stencils on your cookie. Recipe preference is your own. I'm not providing that. But there are always some good little sugar cookie recipes online, especially if you get them with the cream cheese. All right, so since I was buying, I went on and bought this. You know, I got all of those. In fact, they're right over here looking at me. All those different Kaboom chocolate decorating things. In fact, I was intending to make that the wine bottle one for my cousin for her anniversary, but I didn't. I forgot a lot of stuff. You know, between working and getting groceries, cooking, making sure those girls eat, clean clothes, take baths, still, because yeah, they get older and you still have to make sure when they're in your house, even if they're teens. And then this cookie pan. I got this, well, I say it's a cake pan for miniature cakes. Like, you can say petit fours or something. They're saying, yeah, that it's a cakelet pan. And this is the pictures that they're showing. But, you know, you can get that little French vanilla cake mix or whatever. Put that on there and decorate them babies. And you'll have some good food for, well, good little cakes for Valentine's Day. I just like the way those look. In one of my videos, I was telling how when I was in second grade, my teacher, who also went to my church, Miss Paget, she went and told us all about all the holidays and what they represented. I know that Valentine's Day, as you know, was a pagan holiday, and they celebrated love, and, well, that's what it represents, and we all know that. And so I just really enjoyed the way she presented that class, and every time I see those little cakes that's shaped like that or with the little doilies and stuff around them, I just always think about that class and Miss Paget. And then when I was older, I had a boyfriend. He asked me what I wanted for Valentine's Day. The grocery store, I think it was Piggly Wiggly at that time when I was in 7th, because they don't have a Piggly Wiggly anymore. But they had the little pretty cakes, and they were like in pastel colors. You know, I know people were thinking that little candies, but not necessarily that. It's just when you're going into Easter, you know, you have those bright light colors. And there's more of a little tinge of neon in them. But anyway, he got me the light blue, and I said that's what I wanted. And his mom laughed because she thought that was the silliest thing. But that's what I wanted. Well, I did want a book, too. And she thought that was a silly thing, too. But I really, really want a book. And she was an educator. But she thought that was silly that, you know, for, I guess, a girl my age that want that. But that's the kind of stuff I wanted. He got me that cake. But he ended up not giving me the book because she asked it for me. So anyway, that's what I got from one Michaels. But I went to another one, and I got these Perler Beads, which clearly say they are $1 now for 1,000. I didn't realize even that I had 1,000, but they didn't have any other colors at that one store. And then the first store I went to, I didn't even look. Well, no, I looked in the clearance, but I didn't find anything. And so, and I didn't find these, definitely. So anyway, I bought 3 bags because y'all know I'm the queen of the Perler Beads. In my house, anyway. That's what I always say in my house. Because there are some other people who are doing Perler Beads. And there's this other lady, I can't remember her name, the Asian lady that does them. And does a lot of 3D stuff. But I just started doing it during Christmas time. They had so many on sale. And I was just falling in love. In fact, I did a video just introducing you to the kits I bought. But I'm going to actually do one of these. This is one that I bought. This is before Christmas. It was $6.99 and I got it for $1.74. And I kind of wanted to just see if my children really wanted to do it. And I, like I said, well, I didn't say in this video, but I had said in a previous one, how I really just used to bypass that and you think like, oh, who would do this? But even if you don't use these and do the melting or the taping, because you can do one or the other, you can still string these because they are beads. So they can be strong and made into jewelry if you choose. Alright, so then I went to the other Michaels, bought this here. They're saying on the thing that, oh, it is saying $2. I thought it was saying $2.80. Well, and I showed you all a video. Did I take those downstairs? I don't even know. Probably so. I hope so. I don't think I see them over here. But anyway, oh Lord, this one is missing a screw. I'm gonna see if I can find a screw, or if it's in the bag, or if not, because you know how you have little extra stuff around. If not, I'm gonna take it back to the store because I'm just really not into trying to repair everything I buy. But I could glue it on, right? I could glue it. So anyway, it was $2. And not only did I get that one, excuse me, here I go again with the coughing. I got this one. And this one is so cute. I want to go buy these and go and do like inspirations for the soul. Now that's not just something I'm saying. If you're like, what are you talking about? Excuse me. Sorry about that. some little asthma attack that happens all of a sudden when I want to do videos. What's up with that? So excuse me, I apologize. But Inspirations for the Soul, they do a lot of decoupage on bottles and boxes. Now with this one, it's so pretty that I will not, well, so I was going to say I will not be doing it on this. But this part is plain, so it could take something. And I didn't find a flocking powder like a lot of people found when they went to Hobby Lobby, but now I know to look. I'm looking for it everywhere because I've been looking for that for years and I can't even find it. And you might say, look on Amazon. I need to look on Amazon, but the kind that they normally have is the kind that they have for the snow. So anyway, I probably will cover this, but this part I'm not, because that carving is worth it. It was $2 also. And the other thing that I bought, yeah, I don't want to call, excuse me. Excuse me, but I gotta, oh, wrong thing. Okay, these, $2. Metal corners. And they got different finishes on the metal. Like this is, it's more brass, bronzy, silver pewter. Look at that already. We haven't even finalized it. But look, see? Look, see? This is the kind of stuff I bought this to use it for. And I know you might want to use them on scrapbooking and albums and stuff, but this is what I want to do. Is finish some corners on some boxes. So probably as soon as I finish doing this video, I am going to empty these into this box. Because I got to clear the space. Because I didn't clear from the other day. I still got jewelry stuff where I was doing a haul. And then I'm going to convert them and put them in here. So that I won't have all of that stuff, you know, just everywhere. Get rid of that packaging. And I also bought this, I think it was $2. And it gives you the little bezels. And then it gives you the little cabochons, which are clear glass, to go in there. And I was thinking, you know, I always think about putting pictures, but they're showing little examples, and I don't know, I might take some of these examples and use them right off the packaging for some of the examples, and it's for charms. So I was thinking necklaces, and I was like, they're mighty small, or you can use them and make earrings. Let me put it a little closer for you. It says it's 52 pieces, and they're metal charms. And then the other languages, you know, embellishments, decorations, and adornos. But they got circles, rectangles, circles, more rectangles. But it's like they got the sheet music, magazine stuff, and they had, you know, kind of like that old, I won't say it wasn't antiques for the people back in that time, but for us, it's considered antiquish. Then I got this dimensional craft paste, and I'm thinking it's maybe like a gesso. It was $3, originally $9.99, and so it's with Testra's Craft. And now that I know they have it, I'll probably be going back there and using it. It says to stir thoroughly before use. When wet, fully mixable with acrylic paints. Once dry, can be top coated with acrylic, enamel, or lacquer paints. Put a small amount of paste in a mixing container. Slowly add and mix small amounts of the acrylic paint until the desired depth of color is achieved. Apply product to a surface using a stiff paintbrush or palette knife. Clean tools and brushes with warm soapy water immediately after use. Store in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. Depending on thickness of the application, overnight drying is recommended. It can be used on non-porous materials. Otherwise, a primer is recommended. So, and it says do not use on fabric. So, this is porous, this wood. So, I would need a primer. I'm not going to do the top. But basically, let's say in case you're a person who doesn't know. So, if this was a smooth finish and it wasn't as carved or printed, because this is softwood, they probably printed this on there, meaning that they stamped it on there. So if I wanted some relief, is what in art they call it, if you want a raised texture on there. If I wanted some relief, I could use a stencil or I could draw it myself however I want it, but I can mix it with paint or just use it regular. This is what Inspirations of the Soul do in their videos. And they use that gesso. Sometimes they use rice paper. But on some things when they do stuff that you can rub and you have relief or texture on it, they use a gesso, which is similar to this. Or it could be the same thing. And they use a stencil or whatever and smooth it over it. And then that gives you that tactile feeling that you might be looking for and making it look more expensive than, like, say, a flat finish. So that's what that is for. Then this here is a spray glue. Y'all, I don't know about spray glues, except like for fabric. So anyway, except for fabric, so I guess it's the same thing. I didn't think about it like that. But it was written $6.99. They got it marked down to $2. So if you want some, you better run and get some. It says to shake well, spray to dampen surface, sprinkle with accent materials, repeat as desired, and then seal with a light glue mist. It's not saying not for fabric, but let's open it up to see if it's saying somewhere not for fabric. Because this is something, what I'm thinking is, again, you can use a stencil and you can spray and then put a glue, kind of like you would do with an embossing material. And I don't know, it looked like they, you know how they had those kits where you can do those, and they do have some on sale, where you can do like the landscaping designs. And I don't know if that's, I guess probably something that a landscaper would use. I mean, I wouldn't have thought. But there's a lot of stuff that they have going on in Michaels and Hobby Lobbies that if you don't pay attention that you can do. So I'm seeing a little trees and stuff and little grass and stuff. And I was kind of by that stuff, but I'm going to try it out for some other stuff. You want me to try it out now? Okay, here I go. I'm going to spray one part of this and one part of that. And I'm going to stick it together. Does Michael let you return stuff without a receipt? Or with the receipt glued to itself? Alright, so that's all I have for Michael's. But that was good stuff. Joanne's. Went by there. What did I get from Joanne's? This. And he let me use my veterans discount, and he pulled out his 40% discount to let me use it too. Don't ask everybody. But he just pulled it out because he had pretty hair, and I told him he had pretty hair. But they got this cast of perfect cast. So basically, I'm showing you the picture, but this is what it looks like. It's not purple. Or it's purple if you want it to be, but it's like a dark blue. Now they're saying you can use this perfect cast. Well, I wasn't even thinking about that because it's flexible. And I could put my resin in there. Girl, you can put Jello in there if you just want to do food and stuff. You can put Jello or cake. I'm just thinking, but I got some other stuff and ideas for that, so I don't need this for that. But I mean, you could use it for Jello, but once you use it for food, you can't bring it back to, or once you use it for like crafting, you can't take it back. Like if you put your craft in there, you can't use it for food. But if you use it for food, you can use it for that, and then you gotta make up your mind. Now, once you use it for food, if you want to switch it back over to craft, you can do that. But you can't do it the other way. You can't craft it and then use it for food. Somebody's gonna get poisoned. I don't want to kill nobody. What else did I get from Joanne's? I got this. I didn't get a lot. Oh. The other thing. It's in a bag. Where? Maybe it's on the sofa. I got some Sculpey Glue. You know, the liquid Sculpey. I got blue, and pink. Let me go get it. Oh well, it's gonna show up in a minute. I did see it, but it's not here right now. So anyway, we're gonna move on so the video can end soon. I went to Tuesday morning, and they had this on clearance. It lets you make a 3D unicorn. You see, the unicorn and little legs, and then you got your heart shapes and your rainbow. And so that's how it looks cookie-fied. And then you have to do your paints. It was $2.97. I said it was really $12.99 somewhere else. But I like stuff like that, especially like 3D. Trying to make stuff into 3D. And then what else I got was this. And a lot of times I try to wait for stuff to go on sale, but this was so cute. I said, and the price was good. It was $7.99. It's a little umbrella. And it has this one has a little bird, which probably wouldn't mind having some more paint detail in it. I'm just noticing that. But anyway, this I can put out on the deck, and I will. It's going out there tomorrow. And then I had this one. It came in blue. And I was carrying around the store, so it was making this noise. So I had to put it in separate hands and try to separate them. So that's a dragonfly. And it has 2 flowers. 2 dragonflies. And I'm just going to hang it off my deck. And yes, it's going to catch water in it. So what I'm thinking is I probably need to get those weather kits so I can measure the water and send it in to our news reporter, this famous James Spann, and let him know how much water we got over this way. But like I said, with the Sculpey mixes, most of you are crafters, so you're familiar with what I'm talking about. The Sculpeys, so they're the liquid Sculpey that you put in the oven to bake, and you have to have a little tray, the little kit, whatever you're gonna make. Wish I had one to show you right now. But they're in there, and they're pretty shades of blue, and you'll probably see them soon enough because I'm going to use them and mess them up. And I say that, mess them up, something up, because the first time I use them, I burn them. And I followed the directions they had on the thing, but then I've heard other people say that you're supposed to, instead of putting them on 300 and whatever degrees, you're supposed to put it on 200 and some degrees so it shouldn't burn if I do that. So anyway, with all that, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Go get these, because they're probably not going to stay in the store because they're such a good price at $7.99 that people aren't going to leave them in. They were originally $14.99 at somewhere else, but at Tuesday morning at $7.99. And I tell you, the only reason why they're not on my deck right now is I came home at 7 o'clock, and I'm not a person who's going to hang out in the dark because nothing might ever happen, but at some point something will, and I don't want to be the one that happened to. So they're in the house until tomorrow. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Happy hauling.